Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Wednesday, May the 25th, 2022. Today we're pulling from the Dragon Tarot. So we're starting off with the Seven of Cups, and the way that I see the Seven of Cups is like a vision board. You know, we're manifesting things that we want to come into our life, but with here it's telling us to sit there and make sure the things that we're manifesting are things that we can actually accomplish. Reality. I know for me, the universe is delivered in so many different ways that I never even thought possible, that couldn't even imagine or dreamed. It's like, dare to dream, dare to manifest. My son just like spoke words into fruition. I want to XYZ, and it happened. We put it on our vision board for a couple of years. When I make my vision board, I always include my children. I always, they put certain things out in the universe. I include that on my vision board as well. And it's just like, watch it happen, let it grow, plant those seeds and let them sow. So daydreaming threatens to distract you from pressing decisions that need to be made soon if you want to realize your hopes. Imagination is a wonderful facility, but there is always a danger of degenerating into mere wishful thinking. So sometimes we're like, not now, next year, da 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 da. It's like when we have an opportunity to seize it, if we're able to. Divide your plans into distinct practical stages so that you could tell so you could tell when they start to stray too far from reality. Maybe it doesn't fit into your plans anymore. Maybe I've seen that so many times. It's like I wanted to do this. Even myself, I wanted to become a tattoo artist, and it wasn't feasible at the time because it's like I had to work. I had to work a job that actually, paid money, and it's just like, at the end of the day of my job, I was tired, and it's like there's no way in heck I'm going to sit there and lean over. It kind of worked out because my back is not the best. So it's like it worked out in that way. So it's just like, it wasn't meant for me. I still enjoy tattoos. I still enjoy designing, drawing, and being creative. But that part of my life is, I realized that I need to pay my bills, and that was more important to me at that time. And it ended up turning out to a long relationship that I like to call a marriage, and two children, and a household, a family. So it's just like, life has a funny way of turning out sometimes. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. So January 24th, we took a spread from Throne Thursday, and they said the wheel was going to get turning. There was a stuck situation that was going to start moving, and boy did it ever. So for some of us, there's many wheels that are starting to go. Stuck situations got moving, and financial situations got moving, love situations got moving, and now we have a presence of another wheel. Wheel is one of the potent cards that we had that had been around for this year. That, with that January 24th, they said that was going to define the rest of the year. So good luck, change, and revelation are in your future. Forgotten friends and unexpected allies suddenly appear to help realize some of your dreams. So with myself, in our situation, I've been praying on this, meditating on this, and, here comes an ally. And I'm so incredibly grateful for it. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, that's why I always say, do not judge a book by its cover. Age, creed, education, anything, religion, whatever it is. It's just like, what? When those people show up for you and show out, those are the people that you surround her with love. Those are the people you always show up for. Strange contradictions also work in your favor. Make the most of it, but be aware of pride and being conceited. A lot of times we sit there, we get promotions, this, and it's just like, we get, oh, I'm better than everyone else. It's like, no, you know what I mean? Like with me, when I do good, like when I get some sort of accolade or something, I'm like, that's God. I don't take any credit for it. I'm like, I'm a vessel. He if I prayed for it and it happened, I'm like, because God gave me the courage to work towards it. He knew that I was capable of a lot more than I thought I was. Remember to share your windfall with those who help you make it happen, and bear in mind that it will not last forever. Exactly. And I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune and your dreams coming true, I definitely feel like this is what retrograde is in a positive way. The situations that you didn't make the best decision in, you made the decision that you thought was best at the time. I feel like this is where this comes in. I feel like this is where Spirit is like, let's have a do-over here, because I definitely, with the duality of the two of pentacles, I feel like it's making a decision. We're torn in different ways. Isn't that what Gemini and Taurus are doing? And I feel like when they're talking about allies here and using them wisely, I feel like they're showing you what you need to do. It's like you want to accomplish something, and I feel like they're saying, like, make sure that it benefits not only yourself but others, and maybe these people that you're allies as well, in a certain way. Difficulty and embarrassment at the beginning of a new business venture, if suggested by this card, but the prospects are very promising if you prepared to put it into hard work and resist making reckless gambles. Times of change like this are full of opportunities, but also risk. So be prepared for a roller coaster of a journey. So I feel like it's like, even though we make the plans and the universe is trying to make it clear, like what way to go and how to, what you should do, it's like, it's nothing ever runs smoothly. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's where it's just like, making those plans, and it's just like, it's never going to be a straight shot. You know what I mean? So it's just like doing the best you can and being like, you know what? I always say this to God. I have no idea what's going to happen in this situation, but I trust you're already there and that it's going to work out. So shock, revelation, loss, uncertainty. So with this Tower in reverse, we keep getting this. And I feel like that's where the allies come in. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what they're saying. Like, we're moving in on a positive direction. We're avoiding a situation, but let's keep working on that in a positive, compassionate way. Because compassion was one of the words that used 2 days in a row. Let's treat this with compassion. And this ally that came in definitely treated it with compassion. You know what I mean? And it's something that I feel like, is missing from our life that should be definitely present. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what they're saying with the opportunities coming in. That's what, we should try and work in if we're able to. Without warning, the old order breaks down, the chaos breaks loose. Reverse, the shock is considerably lessened, but still demands a great flexibility of character and patience to withstand. So definitely that's what it's like in my situation. It's like same thing, flexibility, changing the way, this is where Spirit is like, you got to change your perspective. You got to change your approach. You got to change your attitude. So I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? And then my ally comes in and they were able to break it down. You know what I mean? And I could see a change. So it's just like, sometimes we don't see it. We like to see situations in a certain way, and it's like, no, we got to change our perspective. Or maybe I'm lucky and unfortunate for this person, they went through the same thing. So, I'm grateful in that way. They could be like, you know what, I can prevent this one from going down the same path I did because I already lived through it. Be open to change and revelation in your ideals, but keep those roots firmly clinging to the remaining certainty of life. So roots. So if we go back to yesterday's cards, the roots really stood out with the treasure cat there with the waning crescent. So I said grounding. And I feel like that's what this person needs, is to reground themselves in my situation. Friends prove their worth in time like these. Be aware of imposing too much on their patience. Exactly. And I told that person, thank you for that. Like, they got a lot going on. Showing that appreciation, telling them how grateful you are for them. A new beginning with fresh adventures ahead, although there is still there's a very real danger that is going horribly wrong. The bag of the fool's shoulders represents natural talents that he can employ using if he took the trouble to open the bag. And I definitely was like in that situation, because I'm just like, you have so many skills and talents, and I'm like, why aren't you utilizing them? And it's just like, they don't want to. And it's like, that's fine. Maybe they'll go back to it in the future. You know what I mean? In my case. Or maybe this is yourself. How many times we see Judge Judy or Stephen Harvey? What is your gift? What are you good at? Let's see how we can make some money off of that. Judge Judy says that all the time. What are you good at? And how can we make money from it? You know what I mean? And it's just like, because it's not work. You know what I mean? When you love what you do, it is not work. Every day is a play day. For while optimism, this card is warning to try to temper enthusiasm with a little common sense. For pessimism is suggested lightening up a little. I feel like you know, seeing the talent, especially in our kids, you know, you're really like, I told my kids, like, they're good at X, Y, and Z, but like I told one of them, I'm like, you're really good at that. You should start, you know, utilizing that, and they are. You know what I mean? And it's just like, will they do that for the rest of life? Who knows? But it's like, who knows what it could bloom to as well. You know what I mean? And it's just like, that's the thing. We got to see what our kids are really good at them and encourage them. You should really work on that because you're really good at it. You never know what it'll change to in the future. You know, how many people you see where it's just like, what's his name? The director of Lord of the Rings. Oh my gosh. I feel so, I can see the name, but I can't freaking think of all of it. But, I always think of a pack of smokes with him. But it's just like his mom sat there and let him sit there and make the figures and everything in her kitchen. And he always talks about that story. Parker. Is it Parker? No, I don't know if it's Parker. But it's just like, you know, he always talks about that. My mom believed in me. My dad believed in me. I'm using her pots and pans and destroying her kitchen, making all these molds and stuff like that because she believed, you know? Peter Jackson, that's what it is. It's Peter Jackson. I knew it was a P. I think I can't remember what cigarettes has if it's Peter or Jackson. Maybe it's Jackson, but he always talks about that. He always gives his mom credit. She was the one that supported me. She's the one that backed me. You know, I'm filming. She's supporting me, making the characters in X, Y, and Z. You gotta back your kids. What's the gamer there? What's his name? Ninja. He always says that his parents always used to run him down. What a waste of time. X, Y, and Z. You know, and look at him. BTS, some of their parents are like, you know, throwing out their rap lyrics and all that stuff, you know, and they wanted to hurt themselves because of it, because their parents disowned, because they wanted to become doctors and lawyers and all this, and oh, you're never going to make any money. And BTS is actually 1% of the South Korea's income. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you got to encourage your kids. They're good at something, you know what I mean? Encourage them. Not to the point of self-sabotage. You know what I mean? But to a point to see like where can this take us? It may take us far. It may take us nowhere. You got to back your kids when they want to get into stuff like that. So I hope you guys back yourself, period. If it's yourself, back yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Wednesday, May the 25th, 2022. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.